There are some mistakes that I've made over the years of me being a VTuber, and I just want to address these things for bringing up what occurred, explaining the issues, and what I would do for the future. These are in no particular order. Uploading AI art on social media. A few years ago on Twitter and Instagram, uploaded an AI image of Yoshi on Mars holding a purple balloon. This was in the earlier days of AI art, and art was largely incomprehensible and from a free program. It did not resemble how AI art looks now in 2025. I'm unsure of what the program I used. AI art isn't ethical since it uses machine learning to essentially copy from numerous artists across the internet. AI art is one of the many byproducts of the capitalist hellhole we find ourselves in. AI uses art without the consent of artists to create art that mimics what was fed into it. I should examine how the program I used was made and configured before I nonchalantly posted art from it online. AI is theft, exploitation, and ugly. I deleted the tweet and post quite some time ago. I'm sorry for posting it since it is unethical and I had no real reason to even post it. I was following a trend. In the future, I won't post anything AI generated. I have developed art skills from using Blender. If I want to post an image of Yoshi on Mars holding a purple umbrella, I can either draw it on my iPad or render it in Blender. In fact, here's an image of Yoshi. I should have done this in the first place. The Rogan AI voice video. On February 28th, 2023, I posted a video titled Joe Rogan Interviews Black VTuber AI Voice Meme. I used 11 labs to create an AI voice of Joe Rogan to do a pretend video with him. I discussed why I started being a VTuber, which is competitive Pokemon and Smash, my updated model and plans. The ideas I mentioned in the previous section from the AI image apply to this one, but in audio form. Machine learning is used to create an AI voice from an audio sample, which can be used to say anything from text to speech. It sounded decent, but it was obvious it was fake. AI voices are again unethical since it uses a person's voice without their consent and is created by gathering audio from across the internet without consent. Now, Joe Rogan is a piece of crap, and that has had deplorable people on his podcast, so I want to make that clear. I'm not feeling sorry about Joe Rogan, the millionaire, or anything. I just engaged in an unethical behavior that I know I can eliminate and already have about Joe Rogan. I'm sorry for engaging with AI voices since they're unethical in principle. I privated the video. Again, I just got on the train to use 11 labs without looking into it how it was made. For the future, I will not use AI voices and will either do an impression myself or pay someone else to do a voice. Tell me out someone that said penis. I'm not going to put anything up here, but one time while playing Deltarune, I timed out someone for saying penis twice. At the time, I heard that some channels could face issues if people spam what were deemed inappropriate words. There was no need to time them out since I generally let people say things like that and kind of overreact it to something that likely only affects larger channels with a greater scope. And when I say scope, I mean that if 100 people were spamming genitalia words, it could potentially be a problem. I'm sorry for timing out that person. I'll just let people say more things and try not to worry as much. Of course, I will time people out and ban them if they suggest harm or say very inappropriate things. So, for example, I'll ban someone for saying the N-word or bringing up right-wing ideas, stuff like that. This was just something I thought about like a year later after it happened and wanted to bring it up. Playing Multiversus. Multiversus is an awful game due to solely existing in capitalism. The game is free to play, has predatory in-app purchases, and not much to do. I played it since it was a platform fighter similar to Smash Bros. It was in beta, and I believed it would improve both in its gameplay elements and its predatory spending. I also wanted to show off the mods that were coming out. Absolutely none of that happened, and the server is shutting down at the end of this month, May 2025. I do not want to expose my audience to such predatory games. Multiversus did not have direct gambling with money, so people could buy all the characters, costumes, sounds, and banners with a direct payment. But these are all predatory and need to be eradicated in gaming and all other forms of media. Firstly, I can't play Multiversus online anymore after this month since the servers are shutting down. Going forward, I probably won't play any games that have gambling or predatory pricing For example, I won't play Genshin Impact since it has gambling, or Fortnite since there's so many different things people can buy and use their money on that should otherwise be free. Now, being real, if I can make some money from playing games like these, I'll do it. At a lot of times, I have trouble paying for bills and just existing, so if I'm offered a bag to not struggle a little less, I really don't have a choice but to take it. I'm always trying to make ethical videos, but economic challenges make this not possible to do all the time. However, I did get 2 good videos from playing Multiversus, which are the LeBron Straight Ballin' and Just a Little Thick. Those are fun to make. I discussed more about Multiversus in the video titled Capitalism Ruining Multiversus. The game Multiversus can't be predatory to people anymore since you can't spend money on it, so definitely keep all my Multiversus videos up and even look into / analyze it while playing offline, potentially. Now, I know that some of these things are not the worst things YouTubers have done, and I recognize that people watching this will say that I don't need to make this video or bring up certain parts, especially the dick one, but I wanted to check in and be transparent about my time here. I've been a VTuber since July of 2020, and naturally would make mistakes, or at least things that I deem mistakes. Certainly I would deem these minor to moderate mistakes, but I wanted to check in even though I have already thought about these things, I already made solutions for them. I appreciate y'all for watching. Alright y'all,